get to worship with you guys. We're singing a couple of really wonderful songs this morning. You guys know it's Christian College. We talk about Jesus a lot. Right? We probably should. We do that because we believe that Jesus is the foundation for a really good life, for a good, wonderful, fulfilling life. Right? And a lot of the time we tend to build our lives on things that aren't really good for us. Right? But Jesus actually talks about that in the Gospel of Luke. I want to read this over you guys. This is Luke chapter 6, verses 46 through 49. Jesus is talking to his disciples. He says, "Why do you keep calling me Lord, Lord, when you don't do what I say? I will show you what it's like when someone comes to me, listens to my teaching, and then follows it. It is like a person building a house who digs deep and lays the foundation on solid rock. When the floodwaters rise and break against that house, it stands firm because it is well built. But anyone who hears and doesn't obey is like a person who builds a house right on the ground without a foundation. When the floods sweep down against that house, it will collapse into a heap of ruins." Have you ever seen a house without a foundation before? No, because it won't exist. It won't last without it, right? Anytime that we try to build our lives on something other than Jesus, it's like we don't have a foundation at all, right? When the troubles of our lives come, it doesn't matter. And so, if we make a decision to really call him the Lord of our lives, and he's the one governing our lives, it doesn't matter what storms or weapons come against us, because our foundation is strong in him, right? So we can still stand when those troubles come. So I just want to ask you to prepare your hearts for worship this morning. Just with us, to tell God that you want him to be the foundation of our lives. Amen?
a firm foundation, Lord, that we can rest on you. Lord, in a room this size, there are different struggles, different things happening in our lives. And Lord, we just lift them up to you today. We just ask that your Spirit would comfort, would encourage, Lord, would heal, that we would rest on you. We're thankful for all that you do in our lives. We're thankful to live in this part of the country where we can enjoy your beauty. Lord, we're thankful for this week and celebrating homecoming, alumni coming back to the university, Lord, and just celebrating all that you've done here at Bluefield University. We just pray that you would bless over and watch over all the activities. We ask these things in Jesus' name. Amen. You may be seated. One of the things that I get to do each month, I think we started just a little over a year ago, is from our staff, our students, we nominate an employee of the month. So if there's somebody on your mind that you would like to nominate, we'd love for you to do that. Someone you interact with, you feel deserves some extra attention, or at least that we should notice them. And today I'm happy to announce that our employee of the month for the month of November is Mr. Wayne Peltz. Wayne coming up here, a native of Bluefield, taught English and history for many years, in fact at Bluefield High School. We had students from Bluefield High School here yesterday, 45 of them. And Wayne is, they say, unofficial historian of Bluefield. You do the trolley tours or the Lemonade Festival, and as a published author, and many more things. But the person that nominated basically said you're a light in the campus, and that your faith shines through in your service to others, and how you want to encourage and meet others' needs. So we're thankful for you. So give Mr. Peltz a round of applause. Nice to have you here. Congratulations. Thank you, sir. Appreciate your service. All right, one more round of applause. Yeah. We have a gift certificate to the coffee shop, so be sure to take advantage of that. Had the opportunity to have lunch with Wade yesterday, and he's just filled with all kinds of knowledge about Bluefield in this area, and isn't delaying to spend time with. So if you haven't done that, make sure you schedule some time with him for service in our ACE Center. Well, if you'll welcome back to our stage our campus pastor, Mr. Mason West.
Thank you. Let's give it up for Dr. Pearson one more time. Come on, can we stand up, everybody? Can we stand up just 1 second? Everyone stand up. And this is what I would like for us to do. I know that, we're nearing the end of the semester. We're coming down to the final stretch, but I want our hearts to still stay encouraged about the journey that we are on together. And so I'm going to throw up our theme verse. And this is what I want us to do. I want us to all just say it together. I want us to all just declare this verse together. Let's throw it up. 3, 2, 1. Therefore, since we have such a hope, we are very bold. Let's say it again. Therefore, since we have such a hope, we are very bold. So we've been talking about this year, what does it look like to really be sure that we're sure of where our faith is at in Jesus, and what it means to stand firm on the hope of the gospel and live boldly because of it. And so we're going to do something just real quick. Sorry. Corey, come on. So we're going to do something real quick I would really love for us to do. A lot of times we come in here and we're hearing other people talk a lot. But I think it's very important that sometimes we hear from one another what it is that God is doing in each other's lives. So I'm going to throw up these first couple questions. This is what you're going to do. You're going to find 3 people in the room. For the introverts in the room, you're going to really hate me here for a second. But I want you to find 3 people that you do not know and walk through these questions together. The first one is, what have you learned in chapel that you're applying from this semester? And the second question is, your favorite part of this semester. 3, 2, 1. Everyone see everyone moving around. Let's go. This is fun. 3 people we don't know and ask these questions. Give it just a couple of minutes. 3 people that you don't Sounds like we're having a good conversation. Now I'm going to throw one more question in there while you're talking. Let's start with that last question. What's your favorite part about attending Bluefield? 3, 2, 1. That's the last one. That's the last one. Awesome, awesome. Give a hand for yourself and your new friends. You can find your seats. You can find your seats. Come on, that feels good. We're just being more of that Ramley together, right? All right, so here's what I want to do just real fast. This is going to be a challenge for some of you in the room as well. Pull up that first set of questions for me, Tim. This is what I want to do. I have a gift for someone. The first person that can run up to me and give me an answer that you want to share with everyone for that first question. 3, 2, 1, go. So, friend, can you tell everyone your name?
I'm Morgan White.
All right, awesome. So,
I'm Morgan!
So what have you learned in chapel that you're applying?
I feel like this is my answer that you used over here, but how to pray properly.
Let's go. I thought I wasn't going to make that for a second. I got a hat for you, friend. There you go. Absolutely. Awesome. So, here we go. The first person that can run up to me real fast and answer that second question. 3, 2, 1. Go. Not really challenged there, eh? Alright. So what's your favorite part of the semester? What's your name for everybody? Michael. Alright, Michael, let's go.
Michael. Yes, son.
Michael, what's your favorite part of the semester? Alright, let's go! Why?
It was spiritually moving. Oh, yeah. Spiritually moving.
Let's go. If that's not the right size, see Savannah wherever she's at. Wave your hand, Savannah. So, alright, so on to our next thing. So we have an amazing opportunity today for you guys to hear from others of what God has done in the lives of a couple of staff people on campus that are also alumni of Bluefield, but also some of your own, some students. And so I'm going to call it my friends to the stage, and this will be an amazing time where, again, you can hear from others of how God is moving in their life and how they're learning to deepen and become more bold in their faith. First one I got is a great friend of mine, Coach Kay Mullins, head women's soccer coach. I'm putting him in the hot seat here going first, brother, so go ahead and just plop right here. And next we have Jocelyn Evans. Let's go. Our student activities coordinator. Next we have Mr. Elijah Lane, the junior here on campus. Come on, let's give it for Elijah. We have Keston Russell, a junior in the program. Awesome. I don't know where my phone is at. I completely forgot my phone. Let me grab that real quick. Everyone, let's give a hand clap for Jesus real quick. It's okay. I'm gonna have to go off the dome. Okay, so, Mr. Coach K, what you guys don't know about Kate is that Kate, when I was a freshman here at Bluefield, I was, believe it or not, at that point, coming to a new school and being a part of something new. Even though I was on a worship scholarship, I had a little bit of shyness towards getting involved. And this dude grabbed me, and you were a junior or senior at the time? Senior. And he grabbed me, and he said, "Sir, you're being a part of student ministry whether you like it or not." It pretty much is what the conversation was like. And that conversation, if it wasn't for that conversation, it's hard to tell what the trajectory of my life would have looked like. And so Kate and I go way back as it relates to us going to school here at Bluefield together, but not only that, he's just been a great and solid friend in my life, and God's done a lot in his life, in his time here as a student, and now as a coach. And so now it's so weird to call him Coach K. I would go around campus and I'll see some of the girls and I'm like, hey, how's Kate? I'm like, my bad. Coach K. And so, yeah, Coach, so just tell us a little bit about your story of how you came to Jesus. I think it's important for us all to know that.
So I was blessed and fortunate enough to grow up in a family who went to church and grew up in church. My papa was a pastor. His brother's a pastor, so I grew up around it. I was called his shadow growing up, so I followed him everywhere. Was always in church 2, 3, 4 times a week sometimes. And so I remember I was real young, right, giving my heart to Christ and saying I believe. And growing up, I knew who Jesus was. But as I got older and got into high school and things, he really wasn't the main thing in my life. And it culminated up until my senior year, where my dream was to play college sports. It's all I wanted to do for as long as I could remember. And it got to the point to where I was forsaking everything possible to pursue that dream. If I could be in the weight room more, if I could study film, if I could get more reps, I wasn't going to church, family events. I was staying later. And fortunate enough, I got picked to be in an All-Star game, state All-Star game. And there they had Carson Newman's campus pastor at the time come and speak, and he gave a message on who sits on your throne. And that really resonated with me because at the time, Jesus was not on my throne. It was myself. It was my goals, my ambitions. And I remember it just wrecked me. And he gave an invitation, and I gave my life to Christ. And immediately after, I got to see God working and some great things happening. He started to become real to me. And not long, he opened door after door for me to come here to Bluefield. And during my time at Bluefield, I got to see God move and work. But then got into some unwise counsel. Got into a group where I thought they were my friends and things, and they wasn't. And it led me to a place around my junior year where I was at rock bottom. I was horribly depressed. I wasn't myself to the point I was going and doing things that I never did. I was going to parties just to be around people. Right? I remember one night, and I'll never forget this night because it defines sort of my life and fits with our theme of being bold. I was at a party one night, and the cops came. And it wasn't like, oh, we're just going to break this up. It was come hard, come fast. They're hauling people off. And I remember jumping a fence and taking off to a back road. And I took my hood up like, just don't let them see you. Just act like you're just someone walking, because I didn't live far. And while I was doing that, I physically felt like someone hit me upside the back of the head. And I've never heard the audible voice of God, but I swear I heard him speak right there and say, what are you doing? I've made you for more than this. And I remember I didn't even go back to get my car. I just walked home. As soon as I got in, I hit my knees, started crying, and rededicated my life to Christ. And then that's where things got real for me with Christ. That's when I really believed and where I got to see him for who he was, and he really became king of my life.
Let's go. Let's give it up for that. That's an amazing story. What I love about your story, Coach, is just this idea that when we say that, hey, we want a true walk with God, a true relationship with Jesus, it doesn't come without struggle. It doesn't come without times there will be really down moments, and we have to make a decision and a choice to stand up and be bold. So I love that. So that leads perfectly into my second question for you is, what are you actively doing right now in your life to practice more boldness in your faith?
So it's a new season in my life. I'm engaged. We're getting ready for a wedding this summer. And
let's go.
With that, her name's Morgan. She's absolutely incredible. But with that, boldness kind of has a new meaning, because it's easy to be bold for Christ by yourself, but now you're having to show someone more intimately who sees more of you, your faith. So, when you go through a hardship, when you go through a struggle, when something hits, you can't just internalize it and say, yeah, God asked me, I'm going to go. Right? You have to say, hey, here's what the scripture says, here's where I stand, and show them, like, yeah, this is hard, but this is where our faith is, this is where our belief is. And so it's helped me in the little things stepping out a little more.
So good. So along with that, along the same lines, my last question I have for you to share with everyone is, how would you encourage us as a Bluefield community to continue to grow in more boldness in our faith?
Yeah, it's easy to
Put on the coach voice.
Maureen gets on to me all the time because I talk, she says one way with her, and then when I get on calls to talk to the girls, she says I go deeper and I get a different way. We all want to be a leader in some phase of our life, in some aspect. And oftentimes we'll chase the big moments. We'll chase being here on stage in front of a ton of people. We'll chase the lights and we'll chase being in front of the whole team. But what I've found in life is that it's the little moments that really matter, right? It's you and a few of your friends being bold with them, standing for what you believe, encouraging them. It's you encouraging a teammate to go one more rep, to study harder. It doesn't have to be in front of a ton of people. The biggest impact you're going to have in life is amongst a few people. And that will slowly turn into someone that when you do get asked to do things like this, or you do get that opportunity to be a team leader or in front of a ton of people, you have practice, you're prepared, you're trusted because everyone sees, even behind the scenes, you are who you say you are.
So good, man. Let's give it up for Coach K. Thanks for taking us time. We got Miss Jocelyn Evans next. Let's give it up for Jocelyn. Awesome, Jocelyn. You just bless my heart, just being who you are already. And so Jocelyn's our student activities coordinator here on campus, and just have had the pleasure of working alongside her in ways, but also just watching her blossom in her faith. And so I love that you get to share a little bit about that with us today. So what brought you to faith in Jesus?
I've always been back and forth, really until 2018. So I was believing and I wasn't believing, I was questioning. And up until 2018, when my dad passed away, that was the thing that solidified it. Because the things that I saw within that time were just unworldly, honestly. They were unworldly. So I think in that point in time, God gave me that confirmation of like, believe me, I'm here, and these are the reasons why. The things I saw in dreams, the things that I heard, a voice that wasn't my own, made me feel like I was delusional. Within that, I really was able to, I guess, solidify the faith, but my actions didn't follow. So over the summer and this semester specifically, I think that I've really been able to solidify the faith and the actions. I go home night, try to go to Monday mornings, try to go and do everything that I can to keep my actions following my faith.
That's so good. Can we give it up for that? I love that. If all of us are honest with ourselves, there's a lot of times in our life where we say we have a deep-rooted belief in Jesus, and that maybe we have a baseline American Christianity across. We have cultural Christianity across the board. Like it's easy for anybody to walk in a room and say, "Hey, like I'm Christian because I've heard about Jesus and I think that this is a good idea." But when your actions follow, it really puts a structure and it puts a lot of feet to your faith. And so I love that very much. So, what are you doing right now to practice more boldness in your faith?
I'm stepping out. So, I'm in new positions that essentially make me have to work with other people. And I love working with other people anyway, but it's more of a one-on-one situation. Never in my life that I thought I would get on the stage and talk with everybody. But it's just part of the job. And if I want to do my job well, that's what I need to do. But it's not because of the job, it's because I want to. I used to go into the cafeteria and I would see people that I know and I said, "Hey," but I would go get my food, go sit on one of the booths and call it in. Now, I'm scanning the room, trying to say hi to everybody, trying to smile to everybody, sitting in the middle of the cafeteria, which is something that stresses me out, but it's something that makes you uncomfortable, and that's part of being bold. You have to put yourself in uncomfortable positions to be able to show other people, to show them love. And that's one of the things that I think about all the time. Like, I could be the only example of God's love that somebody sees in the flesh. There's people that may not know or understand God's voice. So if I'm able to be that in the flesh for them, my job's well done.
That's so good. That's so good. Yeah, so how would you encourage us? I know we're kind of going in this rhythm of questions, but how would you encourage us to be more bold in our faith as a community?
Don't be halfway in. Like I said in the beginning, I had faith that I wasn't following. Your brain follows a reward system. So if you're using substances or inappropriate things to cope, essentially, your brain gets used to that. But if you, say for example, you stop for a day, you want to hit that weight, but you decide to hit it 5 times instead of 7 times. That's being bold. That's being bold within yourself, but that's also being bold within your faith because you're taking that step. There's little things that you can do throughout your life to understand. You have to have faith within yourself. Sometimes before you have faith in God, and that's okay. But that's bringing you towards the confidence to have faith in other things. Another thing that I would say is when it comes to stepping out, specifically for me with home night. So I would come into chapel or I would go into other services and be like, what are they doing? I just not really understanding why people, honestly, not understanding why people are
Get that a lot.
in the front and raising their hands, like, what are you doing and what's the reason? Not as a judging way, but it's the questioning. But now I go to home nights and I cry. And if you know me, I don't show emotions like that. So it's an undescribable thing once you actually put yourself out there, and you can start with little things. Raising your hand if you don't feel uncomfortable, or if you feel uncomfortable in class, that's a step of being bold. There's plenty of things that you can do rather than just taking that massive leap forward. It's still being bold, and I think that's something really important to understand.
Can we get up for Jocelyn for sharing? That's so awesome. The next friend is Mr. Elijah Lane. Let's give it up for him. Awesome. Well, Elijah, you've grown to be an amazing friend, and I love watching what God is doing in your life. And just seeing you I'll see Elijah out just talking to people. And I'll think like, oh, he's just having a normal conversation. I woke up and he's like, no, he's talking about what God's doing in his life. I just love that. And so I think, your life this year, I feel like you have taken that step into a greater boldness. And so just share with us, like, what was that moment where you came to Jesus? What did that look like for you?
For starters, I didn't believe. I'm gonna be honest with you. I didn't believe at all. I was one of those like, oh, I didn't believe. But I had a moment. It was my senior year, and that's when it started. I was being lukewarm. That's when I started developing like a connection. Started building that connection. Sorry, I can't talk about that. I'm sorry. Bear with me. So yeah, it just took 3 years. 3 years of me coming to chapel, not listening. I didn't listen. Like you said, I didn't listen. I didn't pay attention. I was on my phone, not paying no mind to chapel. I was just on the flow, doing things my way, not paying attention, just doing things like I was supposed to do, partying, stuff like that. Okay. But it took this year. Just a lot of emotions, a lot of loss, a lot of grief I went through. And I just felt like God was there the whole time, even when I didn't believe in Him. So I didn't believe in, like, He seen that, like, I don't know how to explain it, but He was there the whole time, and then I was just in my room, and I started praying. That was the first time we actually praying, and He answered. Ever since that moment, I got baptized too. And ever since that moment, I've just been sharing the gospel.
Let's go! It's a simple yes. God can do a lot with even a weak yes. Of just coming in and saying, God, I'm here. And I've went through all these seasons where you're talking about the grief, you're talking about the pain, and then recognizing His presence through it all, and just giving Him your yes. And so I love that. That's as simple as it is. And so yeah, like, what are you doing right now? I know that we talked a little bit about it, but what are you doing right now to really step out and be bold in your faith?
Like I said, I just go around talking to people, being uncomfortable. You think I'm really cool with just talking to everybody randomly? Like right now, really not. To be honest with you, I'm not. But just sitting there and just talking to people about like, hey, how's your day? Give them a verse of the day or something. Like being bold, like that's little things to make you build your boldness up. Uncomfortability, like she said, that's the only thing I can give you, honestly.
I love the theme of where we're at and talking about this stuff this morning, because that is true. I think it is sometimes we want to go for just knowing all the Bible verses and being able to spout out all the knowledge about God and be just 100% sure all the time. But sometimes it's just in the little things. It's just, hey, I'm going to take this verse today, or I'm going to go back to this verse that was really foundational for my life, or I'm just going to see somebody that's in me and just say, hey, how can I pray for you? Like it's really in the little things that we build up that courage of what it means to be more sure. And so I love that. But how would you encourage us?
Consistency. So, I think most of us play sports or do something that we love. Like I say, I'm going to be the best in our sports. How do I get there? Being consistent, going to working out, studying, doing film. How can you be consistent with God like that? Praying, staying to your words, stop sinning. Simple things like that can build your faith, build your boldness up. It's not going to just, you're going to wake up and be 100% bold. It's not like that. If it was, it takes time, it takes consistency. Like, even if it's not a lot, it's consistent. That's all I got.
Let's give it up for Elijah. Keston Russell, come on. It's awesome to be a part of the team because of moments like that. It's amazing. So yeah, Freddie, ever since Keston's been on campus, I see her walking around and you're just a light. Like just being who you are and just who you are, I think is such a light. And so I would love to hear more about it because I don't think I've heard this story, but I would love for all of us to hear what was that moment where you came to Jesus. Your dad's a pastor, right?
He is a pastor, and then both of my parents' dads were pastors too, so it's just always kind of been there. So I grew up in church. I knew all the Sunday school answers, but it was really when I got to high school and especially in college when I had to figure out what my relationship with God was, apart from my family. And I'm not saying it was drastically different, but it was important for me to step out on my own and to find my own faith.
So good. Can we give it up for that? I think it's so important because a lot of times we will just go off of what we've always heard. And then it's really a question, what do I really believe about this? And through these college years and through these age points of your life, it is the most pivotal years of your life because you learn what you believe and why you believe it.
I would also say that I experienced a lot of anxiety and a lot of struggles with perfectionism, and I've learned that Jesus is the only one who's perfect. And he's the only way to get over your anxiety, the only one to rid you from trying to be perfect all the time. So I think I've learned that the past few years.
So good. I think that definitely resonates with a lot of people in the room. I have little things that I'm even OCD about that it's like, hey, like, at the end of the day, like, we're not going to hit all the right things and get it all perfect, but we know who we're leaning on side. That's so important. So in that, what are you doing right now to practice being more bold in your faith?
Like they were kind of saying, doing this, I don't like talking in front of people, but I'm happy to be here today. And I would also say, like they also said, the little things, whether that's like praying in a huddle or just being someone who you can come to for prayer or for advice. I try to do that. I want people to see Jesus through my actions. I want to be able to, like you said, so I'm glad you could kind of see that. But yeah.
For sure. No, I love it. I love what we're talking about in the vein of consistency in walking with Jesus because it's oftentimes that, most of the time we wake up, we're not going to feel like praying. We're not going to feel like seeking out truth in Scripture. We're not going to feel like doing those things. And it's pressing past that feeling and realizing that faith isn't based on feeling. And so I love that. I love that. How would you encourage our student body and all of us today how to be more bold?
Like they've also said, most of you are athletes, so if before a game you guys pray in a huddle, I would encourage you to step out. I want to shout out my team real quick, because the first 2 years I was here, I was the only one that was willing to pray in a huddle, before and after a game. But this year, they're asking to. I love it so much, and it makes me so, so happy. So I would encourage you, even if it's scary to pray in public or to just be a witness in public, just try it.
So good. Can we give it up for Kessie? Come on. You guys can go back down. Can we give it up for these guys one more time for sharing? So this is one of the best parts of service. Announcements. No, actually no. But no, everyone was like, yeah, that wasn't funny. Okay, got it. But no, I'm just really pumped. Like, I don't know if you guys are encouraged by what was shared up here. I love it. I love it because we can come in here, we can give message after message after message, and that's fine. And I love what we've been able to learn together and grow in together for sure. But I think what's very important as well is that we actively learn how to learn from one another and how God's moving in one another's life. So really want to appreciate those guys that shared again, and thank you guys so much for stepping out and just being bold and sharing with us what it's looked like for you to grow more sure in your faith. And so I have a few announcements that I want to give. I might forget something, so if I do, Kristen, just yell at me. That's perfectly fine. But I want to just hit some kind of the normal things that we got going on. If we can throw the first one up there, follow us. You already know that. I still have to go back because I misspelled ministries. Anyway, so go back to the next thing. Next thing, don't look at it. Let's give it up for home. Thanks, man. So home is an amazing time every night. If you have not challenged yourself to come out and be involved with a group of people in this room that are going hard after Jesus together and encouraging one another to go deeper in faith, this is an opportunity to do it. Every Monday night at 7 o'clock, we're here in the chapel, and we've been on an amazing series recently on praise. Amelia gave a fire word, and so this past Monday, it was unreal. And so that's another encouragement. Like when you come to Monday nights, it's not the same style as chapel. Like you're going to be hearing from other students and other students' hearts. And it's an amazing time. Next thing, abide, prayer, and devotion. This is an amazing time. I love this time because this is an opportunity for you guys. It's like, hey, I just need to go somewhere and disconnect and read my Bible and just be in an atmosphere of prayer and worship. This is another prayer and worship opportunity we have weekly on campus in the Student Center on Fridays at 10:30 a.m. Next thing, Faith Foundations. If you're not a part of this group, it's amazing. We didn't have this past week, sadly, but we are going to continue going on with this awesome series of Faith Foundations. If you just say, like, hey, I've recently given my life to Jesus, or I'm in this place where I want to learn more of what it looks like to stand firm in what my faith really means. I want to learn more about the basics of the Scripture. I want to learn more about the basics of what it really looks like to walk out the Christian life. This is the opportunity for you. We're in the ministry house. It's the first house on the row of houses, the faculty row right here, at 10:30 on Mondays. And so, if you want to come out and be a part of that, it's an encouraging thing. Corey's been leading some awesome discussions in there. It's just been an amazing series that we've been going on. And so I want to challenge you, you're not too late to join in on this group. So if you say, like, hey, I haven't went the past few weeks, I don't really want to go, then I want to challenge you. It's not too late. Come and be a part of this group. Next thing, is there a next thing? Yeah, that's the whole thing. So that's the scan for the QR code for Homecoming King Queen. So is there anything else missing? I think we're good. Oh yeah, so there's also, there's two opportunities for you tonight. One of those is that there's going to be a karaoke night in the Student Center. It's going to be great. We're going to be like popcorn, hot chocolate, all this fun stuff. So if you want to go be a part of that, that's going to be at 7:30. Right, Jocelyn, in the Student Center?
Karaoke?
For tonight?
Yes.
Awesome. 7:30, and then we also have a small group going on here in the chapel around 8 o'clock, and it's going to be great. It's a new small group that we're leading. Damari and Savannah are leading it. It's going to be guys and girls group. So, so just go be involved with something tonight is the point. There's going to be awesome opportunities for that. And so if you want to learn more of how to stay up to date with everything we're doing with ministry and things like that on campus, then follow us on Instagram and then make sure you're up to date and checking your emails. Sometimes we just need to check our emails, right? I'm preaching to the choir, right? So those I have to just check my email. So there's going to be a lot of awesome things on there. And also how to get more involved with Homecoming Week throughout the week. There will be an email on there that will show you that. And so, yeah, we're going to have a moment here where we turn around for our next thing. We're going to have an awesome time, everybody here. So this is what I want you to do. Just everyone just look next to each other, tell each other, I don't know, just one fun fact about yourself, and then we'll be ready to go for the next thing. All right, great. Everyone say, go Rams! Go Rams! What's the next thing? Oh, I gotta give you all the chapel credit code. I completely forgot that. It's scan. That's the word scan, because you're gonna need to scan that QR code, okay?
Not scam.
Scan, not scam.
Yes.
No one's scamming you. Yeah.
All right, welcome to Homecoming 2025. Who's excited? Hey, let's give it up for the band. What about the band?
Join on the beat.
Chasing this board somewhere. I'm gonna try. Good. How about the cheerleaders? Let's give it up for the cheerleaders. All right, glad you guys can join us here today. We're excited. It's a huge week, obviously, in the life of the university, where we welcome back some of our alumni. Some of the alumni that are currently here and employed here or around the area. And there's a lot of things going on. You've heard about karaoke night. Basically, are you participating in that?
No, I mean, I probably have to, right? It's part of the game.
Yeah, I think so. So join Mason at 7:30.
Yes, I am now.
Mason, you look great in your jersey.
Thank you. I thought it said 6'7" for a second, but I was disappointed. It said 7.
This is not middle school. No, yeah, never in my wildest dreams I think the only jersey that would fit me would be the offensive lineman jersey. But I've reached that point. It was either
I wasn't going to say it.
It was either this or the cheer uniform. And I figured I don't have time to meet with HR this afternoon, so I'll just go with the safe bet. But we are excited. We want to do a few things here. The first thing we want to do is we want to introduce to you guys our senior homecoming court attendants. Did I say that right? Right. Our homecoming court attendants. And we're going to invite you guys to the stage here when you hear your name. As soon as I find the text. All right? All right, when you hear your name, please come join Mason and I up on the stage. The first female representative for the senior class, Jessica Aristi. Let's give it up. And our first male attendant, representing men's soccer, Kendall Brent. He's ready for Saturday night. Our second female attendant, Miss Riley Cox. And Mr. Isaiah Bandy. Our third female attendant is Miss Tristan Gillenwater. Come on up, Tristan, come on up. Our third male court representative, I don't know if this is fair, Moises Aristic.
Let's go.
Yeah, he looks like he needs to be wearing these jerseys next, not us. All right, our final female attendant, Miss Molly Bolton. And our final male attendant, Mr. Eli White.
So,
Like this in place of Eli, and it's our Victor the Ram. So
Hey, Victor! Somebody's going to help Victor up the stairs, please. Oh my. I think our liability insurance just went through the roof.
victory!
All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, your 2025 senior homecoming attendance. Let's give it up for these 8 individuals.
Go!
Do we have that QR code to vote for your attendance? So voting is now open. Your vote may not have counted yesterday in the elections, but it will count today and the rest of this week through homecoming. So please fill out the QR code there and make sure that you guys vote for your favorite senior homecoming attendant. Let's give it up one more time for these individuals.
All right, so next we're going to have a little fun. It's going to be great. Where's that list again? So we're going to do, this is how we're going to do this. We're going to do a little contest here, so it'll be fun. So you guys are going to do your best homecoming wave. Your best homecoming court wave.
The most royal.
The most royal of waves. So this is how it's going to go. I'm going to call your name. When I call your name, you're going to come dead center here. And you're going to just go back and forth and give your best wave. And then we're going to cheer for who is best.
Yes,
So here we go.
absolutely.
First, we're going to have Miss Jessica go. Let's go.
Come on, Jessica.
The
The most royal of waves.
Wait, let's get a little drum roll to Jessica.
A little drum roll, please.
Go!
I'm more embarrassed, my horse.
Right across the stage, the best wave you can be.
Wave, like the Queen of England would wave, or
Yeah.
the Queen of Brazil. Okay, there you go. I like that.
Next, we got
I like that.
Kendall.
Simple.
Kendall, I want to see your best royal wave. Who do you think did it better? Kendall or Jessica? Who do you think?
Get go!
Jessica. Okay. Next, we got Miss Riley.
God.
Give us your best wave, Riley. Next, we got Isaiah.
Yeah, baby!
Best wave.
Yeah, Red!
Best royal wave.
Yeah, Red!
I think that's what the cake on number 2. All right, Miss Tristan, come give us your best royal wave. Let's see the best way we got. Make sure it really
Hey, watch
flex
out.
right
Hey,
here.
make sure that shirt doesn't
He got like the southern uncle, like. your best way, Mom.
That's my girlfriend!
All right, Victory.
Victor.
We got to see the best real way we can please you not fall off the stage.
You didn't hear me?
Yes, thank you guys.
Thank you guys. Let's give it up for them. Come on. Now make sure you stand and vote.
Stand in, vote. Your vote does count. Halftime of the football game, we will find our winner, our king, and our queen.
Oh, no. Yeah, baby.
All right, this next thing we're going to do here is we're going to find out which class has the most school spirit. So, ladies, if you guys would join us down in front of the stage.
Let's give it up for Cheer Squad.
Cheerleaders, let's go. Where are our freshman class at? Where's the freshman at?
Where's our freshman
There's
at?
one. There's a few. All right, the ladies are going to lead you guys in a little Let's Go Be
Everyone
You.
stand up. Stand up. Real quick. Stand up. Balcony. Stand up. Stand up. Stand up.
And this first time through, the freshmen are going to join you guys. So you guys are getting the freshmen yelling, "Let's go, be you," as loud as we can. All right? First time through. Here we go. Be you. Where my freshmen at? I hear a few. All right, now the sophomore class. Now it's your chance. Where's the sophomores at? There we go. We gotta hear you. All right, one more time, ladies. Sophomore class. Four times. All right, good job, sophomores. Where the juniors at? Any juniors at? It's a big transfer here, boys. All right, juniors, here's your chance.
Yeah, baby.
All right, good job, juniors. All right, lads, where are my seniors at? Where are the seniors in the building? All right, here's your chance. Give it all you got. Let's go, be you. Here we go, ladies. All right, great job, Justin. Do it real quick. All right, the official tally is in. You want to tell them who won?
The junior class.
The junior class! All right, seniors, it's not the last chance you're getting. Come out on Saturday night to cheer on the Rams. Now we have a special guest. We want to ask Dewey Lusk to join us on stage. Dewey's going to give us his best football movie speech to get us excited for Saturday's game.
Man, it's great to see y'all here. Students, student athletes, staff and faculty, alumni, and friends. Now, is this a pep rally or what? Come on now. I've got to thank student development, student activities, Jocelyn, Kristen, Corey, I'm holding somebody out, Katie, season #1 ranked team, Pikeville, a couple weeks ago. It shows what we're capable of. We're getting there. We're getting there. Remember now, homecoming's not just for football. It's for everybody. It's for volleyball. It's for soccer. It's for basketball. It's for everybody, especially our alumni coming back. We're having some great inductions into the Hall of Fame this week and looking forward to all that. But we need you on Saturday evening. You are going to be the key piece that carries us over the line to make this homecoming week great and get that victory. But we need you all there. We need